I was thinking the other day, I know we joke about it, but I think it's cool that John is basically Cyclops Engel. Also,
mutant and mutant accessories.
Boy, Magneto, I'll tell you what, you're going to get a whooping.
Damn it, Wolverine!
Ooh, I've got a hat now. This is totally my hat.
I got that at Walmart.
Oh, it's yours?
Yeah.
I didn't know who it belonged to.
Hello and welcome to Double Issue. This is part 2 of our 2018 Christmas special. Part 3 comes out tomorrow. We didn't explain the stamina loss rules very well, so here's one minor note. If you lose all your stamina, you're out of the scene. Work out why. So, something occurs, you lose your stamina, and you have to sit out. You could be injured, you could be unconscious, you could flee the scene, or hide, or be captured. You could be stuck in some inescapable situation. Whatever the reason, you'll take no further part of the scene. So then you have to choose one of the following options during the next planning scene. You can't choose the same option twice. Take a hit, reduce an ability rated 2 or higher by 1. Describe what lowers it. The Game Master can change the ability or description if it doesn't fit, and ask the player to change either. Put someone else in danger, pick another character, reduce one of their abilities rated 2 or higher by 1. Betray the team, give a grit to every other player, and add 4 spaces to the next scene's completion track. Work out what your evil plan all along was with the GM. The GM gets to use your character as an element in the next action scene. You join them as an NPC and you no longer roll your own pools of dice. Hide the pain. Take part in the next scene as normal, but at the end of your scene, your character dies. In less combat-heavy situations, your character could just be permanently removed from the story in some way. If you lose all your stamina during the next scene, you die immediately. So just want to make sure we got those rules in there. Then after you listen to this episode, come back tomorrow and we'll get the last part of our story. All right, and now we return you to your regularly scheduled broadcast, already in action. Last time on Double Issue.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Double Issue.
Welcome to Christmas.
This is called Christmas Caper. Going to be a heist, a Christmas heist.
Yeah.
Oh, we're the bad guys.
I'm the host, Quentin Pongratz.
Daniel Poole.
Josh.
I'm Kate.
And I'm Lisa.
Tonight we are going to play a game called One Last Job. The amazing Richard really wants some data about superheroes. And who has the best data but the best superhero group in the world, Aegis? I would like to get this database from Aegis, but in order to get the database, I need someone that can hack into the mainframe. And the only person I know that can hack into the mainframe is CyberGhost.
I will be CyberGhost.
Okay. You jumped on that immediately. Yeah. Oh, Red Mike, you haven't worked together since the event.
I need your help to get in.
That's definitely something I can help out with, but I just need to make sure that there's enough in it for me. We need somebody who's going to be stealthy. I'm doing it.
So, I'm trying to recruit the Wrecker, and the only place I know to find the Wrecker these days is down in the fight pits.
Ooh.
He's got these 2 big wrecking ball hands.
Oh, he doesn't even have hands.
I was made for wrecking. Oh no, my towel's coming loose. My tiny fingers can't quit.
Oh, hey, Mike, what are you doing in the control room?
Hey, Colby, how are you, man?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I saw that this door was kind of open, so I just popped in because I thought that was weird. Now the podcast can start.
Okay, so the rest of you are on the ship.
Yeah.
And what kind of danger? Do you have to weave through the asteroids, or are you trying to take the spot of the other shuttle? Is that what's happening, or what?
What if you weave through the asteroid so you get there first and the other shuttle gets denied because it's already registered as there?
Oh, yeah.
So I just All right.
Okay, so you
I
need
like that.
someone to like pilot kind of through.
Good thing that monster truck is
It's
specially
made-
engineered.
Especially made for.
And do you have someone that's like doing the code
Maybe,
matches or
like-
something?
Like
Oh.
silence the other shuttle so it like can't communicate.
Yeah, I can like hack into the maybe like radio system
Yeah.
and
So it's not like
yeah.
I mean, we could kill everyone on there.
And we could just destroy it.
We just launched Josh over into the air intake.
Oh.
That's not how. That would kill me too, man.
Can you? I don't
not how
really
I
know how
work.
you die.
If I enter
you're just,
space
like-
as a gaseous form, I just disperse through
No.
all of space.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Maybe still be alive.
I don't.
Guys, it's pretty cool over here. And here. And here.
All these places.
Okay, who wants to do a thing?
I'll pilot the ship.
Okay,
How
you're just
to-
dodging and weaving.
Yeah, I'm just.
Is
I
this
just
our
imagine
time to
these,
establish
like,
him as the worst
Ball
at tech?
hands like punching.
Okay, I'm gonna activate an alarm here,
Uh-oh.
and that. How do I do this?
Bloop, bloop, boop, bloop.
This is how we do it. Boop.
No, oh, I got it,
That's
guys.
what the alarm sounds like.
Oh, you're gonna have
Oh.
to. It's probably copyrighted. What if I just sing it? Ring the alarm.
Once we're interesting, I can sound the alarm to increase the size of the danger pool.
Yeah, I really wish I could find that Little Mermaid alarm clock sound for you guys.
That does sound really amazing.
Doo 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 doo. Doo 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 doo.
When you trigger it, roll the current danger pool. 2. For every dice that comes up 6 or more, add an additional dice to the danger pool. So I don't get to add any. But the alarm was going to be all these asteroids are like a sentient
Oh.
guardian system.
They
Ew.
are.
They are, but
didn't
they're
notice
just not.
this.
They're not that good.
It is established canon, but it just didn't work.
Yeah. So
Nice.
Good
I'm gonna-
job, Cyber Ghost.
I'm gonna
Yay.
bob and weave
Hacked
around,
it quietly.
and then I'm gonna try to like fake out the other ship to get in front of them.
okay. And what is that, like a tech roll?
I'm not sure.
I think so. I think it would
I'd
fall
say
under
it's
tech.
a
Oh, you don't have the
I don't-
stats.
Oh yeah.
Might, tech, talk, and stealth.
Mind
Yeah.
stealth, tech talk.
Might, stealth,
Tech Tonk.
TED talk.
It's time to TED listen.
Okay.
Sorry, that's not my joke. I saw it on Tumblr.
Aw.
I'll do tech then.
Okay. And now, Daniel's character doesn't seem like it'd be the best at tech. Is Daniel's
Right.
character the worst at tech?
Daniel's character is
I
definitely the
for
worst. at
sure, because those
Definitely
hands
worse
do
than-
So
not
one of you
work with
can
that.
jump in with an anecdote of how Daniel's character is the worst at tech.
Daniel Wrecker.
What did I do?
Wait, I'm not even on this.
Well, this is just like
Yeah.
storytelling
Okay.
in general. Like you can, like if it was you could look on the cameras like, is that the record piloted?
Oh no. No. Oh, I see those sweaty ball hands.
Just keep zooming in. Oh, I can see those cilia. They're just going on.
Really close on my hand. I've never driven before. I'm glad you guys let me have this important
That's
task.
literally why we named you that.
Why did Richard make this shuttle only operable by ball hands?
Lil Dicky's got a real weird
He's the
personality.
only one that asked for his monster truck?
He just happened to have one.
So on
okay.
equipment, can I put plus ball hand operating
I mean,
the specialty ship?
No, equipment's what you'll get if you fail at a roll and someone describes actually they have this equipment that would help them here.
Okay.
yeah, the ball operated monster truck is just part of the setting.
Yeah, just like your ball hands.
It's a really beautiful setting.
Right.
But
So does anyone have a story about
Yeah, what's that
how
one
the
time?
wrecker is the worst?
at one time he
See.
tried to tech it up and just crushed all the tech.
It could also happen during the event if they tried to do something.
Oh.
Let's see.
I mean, I'm just if you tell a story about it, you get a grit, you get an extra grit. So
Yeah.
It
you
goes
don't
to
have
the person telling
You
the
could
story.
just say we could just go with Daniel's the worst.
What about that one time
You can't tell a story about higher or the worst.
No.
Guys, I'm going to do this, but let me tell you about the time I really messed it up.
Let me do this, but let me also remind you why I shouldn't be the one.
I'm going to do it because no one else will. I'll get these ball hands dirty.
Real weird that I'm driving. Remember that time?
That one time that I
It's
That
just
I
a
drove?
compilation of you crashing into things.
in different
like-
vehicles.
It's like progressively smaller and
No,
safer
I mean-
vehicles. Like I have like an overturned bumper car at the end.
Well,
Like
yeah, I
how
was
does this
trying
even
to
happen?
I was trying to think of like a simple technology that like you could just like
Just texting.
so
Tries to
easily.
use
Dude,
keyboards.
no,
I mean,
like, you know
you
how
tried
many of
to-
my phones you've broken?
It's just a compilation of him crashing every vehicle he's ever ridden in. And then
tried
him
to-
breaking every phone.
he tried to type an email once and just like
And just
smashed
smash the keyboard.
Smashing. It's just a compilation
It's
of
a
all
wonder
the
that we can talk to you outside of being in person.
What if in the compilation it's like Wrecker on a bicycle and he just like destroys it?
You just rip the hand
Like,
off.
like, I get why the monster truck is specially engineered for him because that's the only way he can drive a monster truck.
He was like,
But
please,
maybe
just give me a vehicle
I
I,
mean-
can actually drive.
fingers crossed that Richard did it good enough
Like a
that,
smart enough way that it
that it
a
works with
foolproof
him.
way.
Okay.
All this little Celia fit in there perfectly.
So mark that you're the worst at tech. And you only get to roll one dice against my two. Now, you do have grit. Grit can allow you to
How is that
roll
making a
3
sound?
extra, but we've also got other things that can happen that allow you to re-roll an extra.
Can I do the grit after I roll?
No, I think you decide before you roll. So if you don't want to spend it yet, that's fine also.
I think this might be a good time for me to spend it though.
Then you get, okay, so mark off one of your grit,
Okay.
and then add 3 dice to your, what you're rolling.
Whoa. Nice. Maybe just get luckier. Like it's a really good truck for you.
You got
Okay.
a 10, a 6, and a 9, and my highest was a 4.
Ooh.
So that's 3 successes.
Nice.
Yo, wreck on, man.
He did it.
He re-
Amazing Richard did it.
But you got a 1,
Uh-huh.
and anytime one of you people roll a 1,
Oh no.
something bad happens. I meant you players.
So even though he had 3 successes.
There's something is still gonna
Yeah, I
happen.
think he takes a stamina damage.
Oh.
What? Pinch
That
me.
happens. You rolled a 1, but it doesn't
Oh,
happen
I
because
should
you
be
got a
looking
0.
at this. With another. Okay, so since you rolled a 1 on that, it adds 1 dice to the danger pool. Like your driving was so chaotic that the asteroids noticed a little bit.
That's fair.
No, it's fine.
I'm just really curious what your fingers look like when you like extend them.
They
are extended.
round on the top. They're
My
ra-
2 fingers, 1 and 2.
I think they are just like you described.
Like they just-
if it clenches into a perfect spear.
But like it just
Oh.
breaks apart like
Yeah,
one of
so
those
it's-
orange slice things.
So I was imagining
It's like chocolate.
It's like an orange, yeah.
I was imagining like
Cool.
I'd gotten stung by bees until my hands just swelled up.
And
And then
then
my fingers were just like
limited each other.
Yeah.
so it was like a knuckle of each hand was the only thing
Oh,
that was
boy.
fair for a finger.
That's bad.
They're actually extra long bones. It's just
Oh, yeah, I had it in my head that they were like banana shaped and they just like grow.
Yeah, it's kind of got to be a bone sphere if you use them to.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
It's got to harden some.
This
way.
is the extent of your dexterity.
Yeah.
They're just like they're thick in ways that are not normal. Thick toward the palm.
You know that fat bird in Angry Birds. That's
it.
what it's like.
Oh, there you go.
You guys seen that movie Sphere? That's what they look like. 2 of them. A little hairier.
See, I thought about like with Mega Man, you always see him in these giant boots and giant gauntlets, and it's like, what does he look like when he takes those off? Just giant feet?
Oh no. Did you see that picture of
Kirby with feet?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I have seen
Oh.
That was good.
I was thinking of Aladdin with the pants on.
His pants.
And his legs were shaped like his harem pants.
Yes, that was. Ooh.
Ugh.
Just thick and meaty.
No thanks.
Just a pair of testicles for legs.
What did his
That's what
dick
they look like.
like?
Let me
What?
look it
So
up.
What did his dick look like?
you said he had no pants on.
They just had a
didn't have
regular-
underwear back then.
No, I just mean like, you guys seen that naked Aladdin?
They had underwear, Josh.
Okay.
It was just like a wrap thing.
So we made it through the asteroid field.
You guys did.
Right.
Yeah.
Beautiful job.
So what do you two? One of you want to do an action?
I mean, once it docks,
Well-
we gotta actually get off the shuttle, right?
Yes.
I think you're making it through the asteroid field, and you're ahead of the other shuttle.
Right.
So you guys gotta go
So
fast.
I want to maybe block communication for the other shuttle.
So like you're hacking into
Yeah.
the system wirelessly or something.
Yep.
Okay. And since the wrecker is now the worst at tech, someone can establish that Cyber Ghost is
She's
the
definitely
best.
the best at tech.
Do you want to
Okay,
tell a
sure.
story about how
I mean, her name is Cyber Ghost, but
if you tell a good story, you can earn some grit.
yeah, like that time at the sun
At the Super UN.
at Super UN.
Yeah.
She like got into the system and rigged all of their votes on the big bill they were passing.
They all voted for
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog. It was great.
I mean,
No one understood it,
the
but it
bill
was
was
great.
asking for something complete. Like it was a do we do this thing or not? And
they
all the
all said
votes came
Kermit
in
the
as Kermit the Frog. Like it just confused the whole. Like we weren't even trying to like sway the vote. We were just trying to cause confusion, and that worked. It was a great idea. Like she had to override the settings on the vote entirely. Like input something that wasn't even an option. It was amazing.
Okay, so now you're the best at it, so you can roll 3 dice on your action.
Sweet. I'll do that now.
Do that. There's 3 danger pull because of the wrecker's reckless driving.
Ooh.
A 4, 2, and 8. It looks like you have a 10.
Reckless driving, thank you.
Oh.
So you do have 1 success there.
Woo.
Did I earn a grit?
Sure. And you earned 1 for Kermit.
Yeah.
I am honored by this honor. It's not easy being green.
Okay.
You get 5 grit.
What are you going? You're almost there. The place is within grasp, but
I wanted like my scene to be as we dock, and like we have to like talk our way off the shuttle and actually into the place.
so you've docked.
We docked, and there's the Colby didn't go on break. He just went and found somewhere else. He just went
Maybe-
and hung out at the dock, at the shuttle dock, waiting for the.
Oh, I guess this station was empty. I guess that's where Mike came from. So I guess I'll check in this shuttle.
So
Not really
yeah,
my
not
job, but I like to help out.
and I'm the first one out.
Oh, hello. Can I get your name for the manifest? You're one of the new guards? I didn't think we were having new guards here. It's supposed to be a food shipment.
My name.
We really
is-
need some food here. You guys got food on there?
Wait, so this is where we should probably establish that maybe he's not the best at talking?
Stanley Steamer.
What you're trying-
Sounds like it. Do you have a story?
Yeah, I'm definitely not that good at talking.
Okay.
Wasn't expecting someone here.
Can I use this as an example?
It's an anecdote.
Anecdote. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have had SBD talking for us. He gets really nervous in situations like these and freezes up and just says random things.
Like that time you met your mom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my mom is still upset about that.
Her dining room still smells terrible.
Her dining room
You
still
told her
smells...
he was possessed by your grandpa.
Yeah.
And it was your grandpa's ghost trying to escape from him that made that smell. I don't know enough about ghosts to know if that, like, it could be a little true. Your mom's house is a little creepy. But we haven't been invited over since.
No, she doesn't like mention of SBD now, just for bringing up the death of my grandpa.
I mean, partially because she died since then.
Yeah, she's also not alive,
Before
but
then,
she was
Goodness.
so upset about that. That death was touchy, anyways.
It permeated the dishes.
The dishes stunk.
We had to get all new dishes.
Which were actually things bought by your grandmother.
so you're the worst at talking.
Okay. So yeah, Stanley Steamer here for.
You're for duty.
You said fruit delivery? Yeah, I've got fruits.
So I've got a danger pool of 3.
Got a couple of Fruit of the Looms on this guy
Okay, you
here.
can have a grit cake.
He's a couple
Yay.
things short of a pie.
Got 1.
Okay.
Wait, so how do we mark our grit?
Just make like a circle
Don't tell
next
me
to
what
the
it
other
is.
ones,
Oh,
and then
okay.
you could just mark it off.
Gotcha.
Okay, I've got an 8 and a 7, so I'm beating you right now. This is where we can do the other things in this game. Where, if someone loses their role, you could say they're a legend, they're noteworthy things that they've done in the past that make them famous or infamous.
I mean, famous or unfamous.
There's equipment when a player fails at a test to give them an immediate reroll with additional dice. So maybe they have a piece of equipment that helps them. Or there's a scar. You've got problems. Any other player can turn a failure into a success by mentioning your scars. If you generate a scar for another player, they lose no stamina this turn, no matter what happens. In addition, they can take any one of their dice in the pool and change it to a 10. When you give a character a scar, you're turning a failure into a statistically unlikely success. So scars is like, they're so bad at this, how did they succeed this time?
So how do we get past Colby?
We haven't yet.
But that's what we're trying to work out.
Stanley Steamer is
you
still
can
stuttering.
you can give SBD a scar, a legend, or equipment to help them succeed at this roll.
Oh.
Otherwise, they fail and will get hurt.
How do I get these?
So we have to come up with a story behind the scar, or is the
Yeah.
scar happening now?
A story behind the scar,
The
like that
scar-
one time
They failed so bad.
I don't know. It's kind of similar to them being the worst at something,
But
It turned
but in a
out
way
Yeah.
in a way that turned out to give them an actual scar or an emotional scar. But what you're saying is like, how did they succeed? Like, it would be like, how did he succeed at talking to this person when, remember that one time he was talking to someone and they just like shot him because he talked so bad?
We could say
Like at your mom's funeral.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
It was, I don't know why I phrased it in such a way that she didn't, I mean, she technically didn't ever invite us back over, but it wasn't going to happen. She invited nobody over to your house because
Yeah.
she was definitely
She
dead
was-
after that.
Yeah.
I get your
she's-
reluctance in bringing SBD back. Maybe it was a really horrible accident.
It's, still a little raw, but it's okay.
But like at the funeral, I just don't understand why he kept talking to people. I don't even know if you were invited.
It definitely wasn't.
I think I specifically remember asking him not to come.
You like came out of the exhaust pipe on the limo.
I felt bad. I wanted to offer my condolences.
But why did you like slip into the casket too? Were you apologizing to her?
I wanted
Who were
a
you
moment-
offer your condolences
I wanted
to?
like a personal, like private moment with her.
Yeah.
Real wonder that you actually succeeded on this one.
This just seems like the worst again.
You are the
How
worst.
did I succeed? But how did that turn out in my
You
favor?
kept your
then?
friends.
Well,
It's like against all odds, you've done it.
well, and he kept talking, like, even as the priest was saying the, funeral rites, he just kept talking, and he actually said some nice things about,
He did, you're a real honest person.
yeah.
especially
It
since
took
you
a-
had never met the guy.
You got a lot of empathy.
He really just put it in perspective for us.
You know what? You're right. We all come from gas. We will all return to gas one day. I'll never forget those words.
Do you roll no dice when talking now?
Like a fart in the wind.
So what was my scar in this situation? Like, what was the physical scar?
Did
You're
they
really,
get,
maybe
Or
you're
maybe it was
just really
emotional
sad.
scar. I can't do funerals anymore.
Everyone was crying. I don't know if it was the smell or like
What
the
you
words.
said, or
Everything
maybe a
that you
combination
did up
of
there
both.
was very impactful.
Just onion farts and emotion.
You just really left a.
Brought a basket of fruit like to the actual funeral.
He mentioned fruit, and that's what triggered it.
It was all rotten because like the stench was bad.
But you know, it's the thought that counts, right?
Fruit triggered emotional scar.
yeah.
So he's gonna gas him.
No way, man. I just start like crying. Like I said, I got your fruit right here, buddy.
You just look off to the side with a single tear.
I'm crying too, but I don't know why.
You just
The
haven't
smell.
slept in such a long time.
It's like cutting that in the ear.
Emotionally exhausted.
Go on in, guys.
My eyes are like burning.
We could bring in the rest of the food later. Alright. That was the last success you needed. You're in.
Woo! Yes, we did it, guys.
So, do we establish now someone who's the best at something, or we wait?
You wait until someone's about to do the talk action. And then,
Yeah.
Okay, so it's only the same stat.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, only one of us will be the best or worst at something, right? Like one of the four.
Each stat, someone can be the best at and someone can be the worst at.
Yeah.
And because you were the worst
Yeah.
at tech, it allowed her to be the best at tech.
Yeah.
But we don't have anyone claiming might or stealth
Not yet.
But we do have the ability to have someone step in with talk as the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, get us through. You're on the space station, and now you need SBD to get you guys through.
Oh, did like Colby like cry himself to sleep or something?
He was very tired.
He just
Went to
finally
the
like laid
break
down
room
on the
and
floor.
took a nap.
He finally did.
With the
Because like I need a way to get out of this like this camera room and meet up with
you
you
could
guys.
just leave. I think Colby's not there.
I was just all right. Time to peace out. They made it in.
Time to
Colby
pizza
passed out in the hangar.
They brought my favorite fruit, that little weird melon that has no flavor.
Part of him crying a lot was like taking deep, heavy, like sobbing breaths, and I just
breathing out like
You're just
noxious
cupping
gases.
those farts into his
it was like every time he took a
You could just turn into gas, but you always do the cup farts. It's just a preference.
yep. I mean, it's just flavor. It's
You
like
like the-
it's like a dance move.
You just
Your
have
signature
the
move.
personal touch of it, like
Yeah.
skin on skin. Here's a hand and here's a fart in there too.
Okay, so we're back in the planning room where you're talking about
Okay, flashback to plans.
after we're in
I know that they've probably got some kind of like
Christmas tree based alarm system.
oh yeah.
It's Christmas. I keep forgetting Christmas.
Guys, we gotta get this plan done quick because I've got a lot of Christmas presents and shopping to get.
What kind of fruit is associated with Christmas? Because that's definitely what we were delivering.
Oranges.
Figgy pudding.
Oranges are big at Christmas.
I think
Fig-
with my family, it was just
Fig
any,
Figgy pudding.
any
Fig
fruits.
newt.
Fruits or stocking stuffers.
Apples
Pears.
and
Candied
oranges.
Pears.
ham.
Pears, partridge in a pear
I
tree.
don't think ham
Oh,
is
was
a
it
fruit.
okay? So it wasn't specifically fruit,
Candied with.
but it was like a food delivery. That's
It was supposed to be.
Yeah.
You had a fruit with you.
It's like yeah.
That
You
was
just in
your,
case you
your
got peckish.
basket of fruit. Ah,
I got it from here.
Here's the delivery. We came all the way into space with this. So what kind of obstacles are we gonna have getting through?
Some kind of Christmas lights, man. They got Christmas decorations up, but you know, Aegis isn't about like wasting stuff on frivolous decorations. They're definitely functional too.
yeah. I mentioned also in my notes, Death Cheetah. I don't know if you guys want to use that at all.
Oh, that's right. There
They've
might
got
be
a
death cheetahs.
Death Cheetahs.
Oh, they like as
They're
Prowling
death
around.
cheaters.
They are
Death
death cheetahs.
cheetahs.
They're very hard to kill.
Yeah,
Also,
they're like
cheetahs.
skeletons of cheetahs.
Ooh,
walking
I
around.
like that.
Death
Right.
cheetahs.
I imagine
It's like that scary movie too. Sydney, this is just bones. It's so scary.
I imagine that the Christmas light decorations they have are laser, like a laser grid. Like, it is Christmas lights in the same sense that we're used to, where they're just like sticking off in any direction, but each one is shooting a laser.
Oh,
I like that.
Okay.
That's
pretty
cool.
All right.
That
You want me to
is.
break each bulb?
No, stop it! No, that's not the plan.
Just laser off slices
That's
of your
not the
hands.
plan. So we know that they have that. We've observed that, right?
Yeah.
Mike, you know that's part of the security system they trained you on.
Well, they did mention it in the outline. We haven't gotten to that part yet.
Okay, so we don't know the details, but we know it exists.
They're pretty frightening from what I hear.
But jolly.
So is it like
gorgeous?
So is it like painful death lasers, or is it like just like sensor
It'll
lasers?
slice ya.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was like infrared, like sensor lasers.
Now, like I know this is an old movie, but you guys have ever seen that Evil Dead, Resident Evil movie?
Resident Evil Dead.
The Resident Evil
the
Dead.
Resident Evil Dead Man
That might
movie.
be an interesting mashup.
I mean, that's
would watch
that's the
that.
name
Yeah.
of it in the double issue universe.
It was directed by Josh Freeman. It's a weird
I
side
steal
project
ideas
he
from
did.
other dimensions and try to make money off of them in different ones.
the grand
This is my
creator,
original idea.
grand intellectual thief.
Yeah, it will slice you off though. Yeah,
Okay.
It's pretty
Sexually.
horrifying.
So,
Just cut me off a slice of that.
so I think in
and
this
they keep
situation,
saying that. It's
I mean,
distracting.
I might be the only one who can get past that, in that I can like gas it up and weave between the lasers.
That's true. If you could somehow become a gas.
Some way.
If
Mike.
there were some person
Hey.
here who could like
Hey, Mike, remember
vaporize
that's
themselves.
like my thing, Mike. That's what I
I'm
do.
not asking you to cut farts around them.
No. My other thing, my probably more impressive thing that I do.
You've done that like once or twice before. Yeah. Oh, why don't you do that more? It's so cool.
So yeah, even if I were to like touch the lasers in gas form, it won't be as harmful, and I can weave between
You've
them.
already lost all your body hair, so like that would be affected.
Right, yeah, you wouldn't have to worry about that.
Pretty well scarred over. Yeah, I think that might work.
So it's planned to get through and turn them off? Or?
Yeah, we gotta also find the off switch, because even if I'm the only one who can get through, I need to get the
You
rest.
still need to.
I mean, you'll be on the other side,
Is that how
but
that works?
I mean, you're on the other side of the lasers.
Are we all on the other side?
No,
If I'm already on the
we are on
other side, I can
We
turn
will
it
be
off.
on the inside take with the lasers.
I thought
And
that's where she was. with
Well,
the
yeah, I
cameras.
thought we're all together now, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like
happened.
we all met up as a group.
I'll say I don't have like access to that or something yet, or I don't know.
Maybe
Because
you
like
don't
if
know
I'm
where
on the
it
other
is.
side, I could turn it off.
Yeah, you're like level 1 security. It's like level
Yeah,
2.
they're like
Yeah.
increased security or something.
I am like
don't
I have no level yet. I haven't even leveled up to 1. I told you guys I'm very new.
The lasers cordon off the
Okay.
deeper security parts. They've got access to like the outer shell.
It's definitely above my trainee pay
Well,
grade.
I don't know what good I'll be by myself on the other side, but I can get through it.
Well, perhaps I can.
There is a computer on
I would
this
say
side.
I could get on the computer and see if I could get like
It's the reception desk.
layout plans. Surely those would have layout plans then. They just hack in
You can do whatever you want with that
Find-
computer.
the. Well, but even if I hack in, wouldn't I just be able to turn them off that way?
Oh no, from
No, they're
from
on
our
a different
understanding,
circuit.
Different circuits.
from our
Oh.
understanding, there's,
It's a physical button.
yeah. There is only there.
Somebody stays in there all the time.
They have
Push it.
they have an absolute safeguard. It is a physical off switch. There is no other way.
No other way. So we
They just
need
switch
to-
out whoever's staying in there. Someone's always
It's
there
not
to
a
turn it
person
off.
powering it by pushing a button constantly.
It's not Five Nights at Freddy's
No,
technology.
it's like, oh, you need to go? All right, I got you.
Just a guy sitting in a tall chair, like, oh yeah, see, come on,
High five.
come on
Come on,
in, come on in, Quake.
You're good. Hurry up.
Maybe you gotta like crank it open.
It's like the sinks in some businesses where
there
you push
press
down. It's like,
and
hurry,
try to
wash your hands real quick.
Dude, get in. You do not want to miss that one.
You can't press it a second time.
I have to wait for it to turn back on before I can turn it off again.
No. Not two people going through. Go back. Okay.
I guess that's how it is now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can see like the blueprint of like
Right.
where you need to be on
You
the
can
other
find
end
where
to be
it
able
needs
to
to
do
be.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't necessarily
So
have
you
a
need to,
plan
like-
to incorporate the other people, but I'm sure their
You'll-
abilities will
We'll
could just be there
we'll
on
get in
pull
there.
at the point. At some point.
Someone's gonna fight those death cheetahs.
Right.
Okay.
Got my ball hands ready.
I'm gonna wreck them.
Okay, so do you want to start? You are...
I think she needs to, I need to know where I'm going before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're like right in front of this large, spacious room. I think you could see out. You could see the earth in
okay.
a window behind a Christmas tree. There's lights blinking.
Ooh.
Those laser lights blinking.
If she could in
They're
some way
mostly red.
incorporate a stealth check into her tech abilities.
Oh. Well, you're gonna have to try and be stealthy, like up at the receptionist desk.
Oh, we may have to talk the receptionist
Although I-
away.
I mean, I don't mean to metagame it, but I imagined her being the worst at might instead of stealth.
That's what I was gonna go for,
Yeah.
was being the worst at might. Okay.
You're also the worst at might. You're also the worst.
I mean, no.
You're the worst at each other's skills.
No, I'm good at might because, in a sense, the knocking people out with my gas hands
Yeah,
is a
that-
might check.
That's true.
Wait, so I could just try to like push the receptionist out of the way of the computer or something like
And-
that?
but you like,
Just kind of like, she's just like really anchored in her chair and I'm just like, ugh.
She's
Come
like,
on,
she's this
like-
really tiny, like very small person, and you just.
You-
My wrist.
Oh,
I think I broke it.
It's only good for one thing: typing.
my carpal tunnel.
This is why you're cyber ghost. You don't even type
don't
as a
have to
cyber
type.
ghost.
My
You just
physical
touch
body
it.
is so frail.
The only
Maybe
way
yeah,
you can
you're just like a
interact.
wraith. Like you're just.
Oh, holding this solid form is so
If there's
tiring.
a strong wind, I might turn to dust and blow away.
Just give me a couple of moments to collect myself if that happens.
Literally collect myself.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to put myself back together. Hold on.
Even if she like does her failing at might check, that doesn't help me in a whatever.
Wait, but wouldn't I be able to get a
You'd be able to-
star or something
Well,
like
you'd
that?
be able
So that
to-
means that someone else
you'd
gonna
be able
come in
to
and
establish
shove this
your-
receptionist out the
You
way.
would be able to establish yourself as the worst at might,
Right.
But it would only then allow him to claim the best at might later.
That's true.
It wouldn't allow
Yeah.
me to claim the best at stealth.
It wouldn't?
No, because someone has to be the worst at stealth first.
Maybe I'm the worst at stealth. Mike does talk a lot.
Yeah, you're just constantly chatting.
That could be it, yeah.
So is she gonna try to cross the laser field first?
Wait,
Or
Red
are we
Mike?
just gonna go
Me?
first?
Oh yeah. I'm like,
Well, yeah,
I work
Well,
here. I'll go.
that
I
might,
got
well, I was
this.
to say, yeah, that might work because you'd
Yeah.
be like, well, I work
Oh.
here. They might just like, oh,
Listen,
there's
I-
one of our employees.
Maybe you are on the other side and you just try to cross back across to us.
Guys, I don't know where the button is.
I don't see it.
Hey guys, I
I
can
look-
get you in this way.
I looked around, but I don't see it.
You're like, I'm at the computer. I'm like, someone tell her where it is. She's being real dumb over there. I don't know. Like, I started hovering around it, but everyone started looking at me weird.
Oh, so you are on the other side. And
Maybe I just can't.
you can't stealth your way into
Like, there's just no reason for me to be doing this.
the off
I don't know.
button.
Yeah.
Like, someone else has to do it.
Like
You guys gotta get-
you were able to talk your way into the camera room, but you can't really stealth your way into the security shutoff room.
There you go.
So
Because that might just require like a higher level of security clearance.
Okay.
Maybe it's not.
And it's not
you
even,
guys aren't on the other side. It's not on the other side. There's a button before you go in. It's just more well guarded.
Right.
Well, I was imagining it's not guarded. It's not guarded by a person, because if it was guarded by a person, she could talk her way through it. It's guarded by something else that she would have to sneak
A
past.
death cheetah.
Ah.
A robot.
A robot death cheetah?
Robots
Something-
are the ultimate death
Something
cheetahs.
that requires stealth but couldn't be talked through.
Someone kick off the scene, whatever we're doing.
Yeah, which thing are we gonna do?
Oh, so I guess
you-
we would need to.
She's attempting a stealth first.
Am I
Okay.
trying to like sneak to the
Red
button or
Mike is
something?
trying to sneak their way into the button.
Let's call it. Let's say there's a robot there. Well, no, maybe I'm not just. Maybe it's I know I can't talk to him, so I'm like gonna
It's
try
just
to like
a
sneak
bunch of
past him.
napping cheetah bones.
Oh.
But I
Would they like assemble
I'm just trying to
themselves
sneak.
together or something like that?
Okay, it'll be like that scene in Five Goes West where it like rises up.
Oh,
It's like assemble
yes.
quickly.
Yeah, I like the all the bones are scattered, so you have to
Yeah.
kind of like tiptoe, not touching any of the bones.
Right, yeah, exactly.
That's
And I'm
really
just
good.
crunching real bad.
All right, so
Okay, so then we need to
we say
do
that.
worse.
Yeah,
Okay.
Red Mike's the worst.
Does anybody
at
want to
stealth.
like?
Oh,
It's not even that you're like you are crunching the bones, but you're also like talking to the bones as you
Just
go
like
through.
goodness, like just talking to
What's
myself.
it like to
That's-
be a cheetah?
so you did give Red Mike some like stealth tips, right? She's not the best. There was this one time that her and I were trying to steal this like really good drink, and
The drink.
she just kept talking the whole time, like loudly, just and just about. I just kept talking even after so many times
So-
of me shushing her.
So like the goal, I'm assuming you mean that time at the bar when her job was to finesse the bartender, and she, like
Yeah.
it went well beyond finesse to the point that she kept talking about the thing she was trying to steal,
Yeah.
drawing attention to it the whole time.
She just made it clearly obvious what was happening.
So like that magic potion we were trying to get.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
Just
I mean, I wasn't there, but I remember I heard.
You
this
heard
story.
about it.
I have heard this story a million times because it was
Because
just
she just
so
keeps talking
bad.
about it. She thinks it's so
about
funny.
I was really surprised the bartender let her get as far as she did.
It's like, just get out of here.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
I've got danger of 2. Maybe got 1. Oh,
7.
It's just 1 below. I beat it with an 8.
Darn.
Oh.
So
I
now you
almost
can
just
give
Crunch through.
them you can give
You
Red
give
Mike
a
a scar,
scar.
a legend, or equipment.
All right.
Are they all stories, but just depends on what they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
A legend is like they're a legend at this
Yeah.
thing. So I don't know if it exactly works for the one you're the worst at, but
Right.
I think that's more to save you if you're like failing
Just a
on something
bad
you should
roll.
succeed at.
Yeah.
It's all right. We gave Red Mike that muting belt. Whenever it turns on, it mutes all the sound directly around them
Oh.
for a short period of time.
It drains the battery so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
It drains the battery every time they make a sound. And we all know.
Why did we give it to... That thing's gonna be toast in like 10 seconds.
We all know that Red Mike, the human man from Boston Earth, can talk. So.
Human woman.
I thought you said man earlier.
I mean,
No.
she's only a man when she tells you she's a man.
I'll let you know when.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now you re-roll your dice with an extra one. But you still have to beat an 8. You got a 10.
Oh, okay.
0 out of 10.
Yay!
You've won.
I did it, you guys.
By
I told
one.
you I can talk myself and stealth myself out of any situation. No help
Okay.
needed.
You've
No
got
help needed.
7 more on the completion track to do for this.
Oh no, the batteries.
Ooh, my fancy belt. Beep, 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 beep. I didn't make that sound. I just really like those noises.
The battery's getting worse.
Stealth your way past, and the door's locked.
As I'm like, I finish it and I'm like, oh yeah, I did
So
it
they
alone.
Push the button?
No, she got into the room. I don't know.
Wait, did she get into
I
it?
don't know. She
So I
stealthed
got
past the
the
cheetahs.
death cheetahs.
To push the button, right?
Oh wait, it was
that
on
button.
the way to the button. It was, but then we hit the laser grid.
And then we
It was
turned
before.
it off.
I mean, it was before we got to the laser grid. We just passed some death cheetahs on the way.
I thought the death cheetahs were on the other side.
Clearly we need the blueprints of this place because we're lost.
Oh, so then that would be where.
You could do that. 'cause
All right.
Apparently we've confused all the action because Josh wanted to metagame out an extra point on his stealth roll. You could have just stealth past the lasers.
I could, but it also seems fitting that we got lost.
Right. Oh, yeah, and so we did establish, too, that Red Mike was the worst at stealth.
Yeah.
Right.
So now, I guess you're getting some blueprints out of the system.
The closest terminal.
Right, and we established that as the receptionist's desk.
So you're going to try to take out the receptionist?
I'm going to try to, like...
The hacking's trivial.
Yeah, like, I can do that really quickly, but I just want to try
check on
and,
that one.
you know, do a little more to help out. So...
The receptionist notices you and gets kind of like, oh, hello.
I was just, like, hanging
Can I-
around the lobby, and she greets
help
me,
you?
like, hi, what can we do for you? I need to use your computer.
It's the visitor center of Aegis Space Station.
Yeah. it's
Behind the
other
laser grid and death cheetahs.
side. No,
You
it's
guys
not
could have
behind.
just
no,
come
we're-
in as guests.
Yeah, we were trying to get
Oh,
past.
okay.
And then we just, like, U-turned it back to the lobby because we were lost.
Wait, so then are we...
What if we split up? I mean, we could just be
That
doing
could be
different,
it,
different
yeah.
tasks at one time.
Do we have some kind of remote... I assume we have some kind of remote communication because we've been
Yes.
talking with Red Mike.
Yeah.
Well, as we all know, gaseous people can leave a little bit of themselves in someone's ear,
Oh.
and then they can talk through
And
that.
then they whisper to everyone.
Yeah.
A little bit of fart.
Sorry.
A little too...
Sorry to leave that smell with you also. Can't leave that one behind.
Nope. Nope.
It goes with you wherever you are.
The little particles. The little
So-
minutes.
If you smell poop,
got-
that means poop's in your nose.
We got Red Mike, and it lands on your brain.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we got Red Mike sneak across the cheetah room. We
Right.
got you going to take out the receptionist.
I'm gonna go take out the receptionist.
Just a karate chop.
Just try to, like...
Just so you could be the worst at Mike.
And then my form
You can just like
kinda-
shove her under the desk if it works.
Right. Well, yeah, just kind of like push her out of the way and be like, I need to use this real quick.
Her chair breaks
if
and
you-
she like.
If you are the worst at might, it's then a battle of who is the worst of the worst. Like, is she also super frail?
What if she's like so strong, like jacked?
Totally like beats me up or something like that.
You're like, I got this, guys.
The receptionist happens to also be made of paper.
Oh no, dearie! I've been doing water aerobics.
Just effing try it.
I don't know you. That's my purse.
So you're gonna get in an altercation with this old lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I need to use your computer real quick.
Please don't. I'll have to hit this button.
What? No, don't hit that button.
Okay. Does anyone want to talk about the worst? How she's the worst? We kind of already covered.
Did kind of already go over it.
Made of glass bone.
Every day she wakes up, falls out of bed, and just crumbles into dust.
Oh, dang it.
The rest of the day is spent willing herself back together.
She actually has to go into her ghost form to
move around.
to a corporeal state.
Well, you know
I'm
there
not
was.
the only one who's a ghost. Why?
We didn't joke. I didn't know if that was canon. We didn't joke about
Like,
you
it's-
like
I
ghosting
could, like-
into a computer.
I was saying, like, yeah, I can, like,
cyber ghost.
travel through, like, technology and things like that. So I'll just kind of
Do you
use,
do,
like,
a freakazoid thing.
what do you mean?
Oh, freak is what you
You
do
just
on
like
the internet.
zap into the computer.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that.
It's like you can't just become a ghost, but like you
No, yeah, I can
Call
just go,
yourself
like,
that.
into the, yeah.
All right, I like that. But you have
Yeah.
to be at a computer or something.
Right, yeah.
I imagine the limitation of that is that you can only exit somewhere that you have entered before.
There's got to be some other like
a good
hardware
point.
where this
Yeah.
data is that you can't access from just any
Yeah.
old computer.
Yeah.
Even
It's a closed
Ghosting
network.
through.
You can go in at the reception desk, but the only place you can get back out again is the reception desk.
I think it's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
a different network for the database
Well,
also.
that too.
That would make sense, too.
But yeah.
Well,
you
Okay.
can get a blueprint because
That's-
you have to know where the offices are and stuff.
Mhm.
Like, as a receptionist, around
Yeah.
things.
we all remember that one time she got into a fight with another hacker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it became a slap fight. And they both got asthma attacks. It just keeled over in the middle of our.
A lot
They
of
just had
broken wrist
fight.
bones that day.
It was a slap fight and it just shattered hands at the end.
I'll never forget that sound.
just
haunts.
snap,
It just haunts me.
Splintery and
snapping and cracking.
sounded like black cats going off one after another. Pap, 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 pap.
So you got like 1 dice, is that where we were?
Yep.
You're fighting the worst at fighting, and the danger pool right now is 2.
Fighting the
Oh,
receptionist.
did the danger go down? Was it 3?
No, it was 2 for this
Trying to
round.
push
Oh,
This is
her.
offices
danger
and
reset.
bosses.
I'm gonna try to
Otherwise,
push her
like,
out of
if
her
this gets up
chair.
to like 8.
This old, decrepit woman.
I mean, I could just like teleport into the computer, but I just want to sit down.
You really just want to like mess this lady up.
Yeah.
Ah, you did it.
She is
Ow! You're killing me.
You definitely did like
Managed
crunch
just,
some
like-
wrist bones in the process, but you did.
Yeah, like some bones might be a little like frail and fragile.
Like once a daily.
Can't get up.
Used to it, but I just
You're
It's
Mr.
actually just like
Hold on, you're Mr. Glass.
Did you have to push her into the paper shredder? You're a monster.
She is made of paper.
That's what we were rolling for.
that was a mistake.
I established that she was made of paper.
Is it because she's old and her skin is
No,
paper?
no, it's she's an old superhero paper woman.
She was an American sweetheart.
Why did they keep a paper shredder at the desk?
That was totally an accident. I meant to push her. I did not know she would just waft on over right
Yeah.
into the paper shredder.
I didn't think. Oh, why is it so close to her desk?
Crap on the floor.
That's
Well, I
one
guess-
success.
Rock beats paper.
That's not a rock.
Glass.
Dun it.
Oh, yeah.
So now
So I
good
imagine
job.
these things are happening simultaneously.
Right.
And so now you've got the blueprints.
Yeah.
The thing is, who's doing what now to get you guys through? You've got a map now. You've got access to the laser button. You're just sitting by the laser button.
I was gonna stealth my way through the laser grid and past the cameras, because I can turn invisible and gas, or like mostly invisible, kind of slightly green tinted gas.
All right, wait. So maybe this is 2 separate devices. Like Lisa's turning off like the cameras or something at that button, or something like that. Or turning off the death cheetahs.
Oh, there you go.
Like if
And
we
then
come through that door and the death cheetahs are still on, like that could be bad.
Yeah.
I guess everybody would still have to stealth past the death cheetahs.
But if the button you're
Unless-
pressing,
yeah.
turns them off, then
Are they
you would.
robot death cheetahs?
I thought that's
Maybe.
what we established.
No, they're bones. They're skeletons.
Turn off the spell that makes them.
There we
I
go.
don't know. But maybe the laser
then-
grid
Space
button.
is weird, guys.
There's a vase over there, and that
Like, I don't
powers their
question it.
heart.
I just
No,
know that
there
this
you
button
go.
will definitely shut them up.
It's
for
not a
while.
button anymore. It's a vase on a pedestal you knock over,
That
and
you
it
just
kills
push
the
over.
magic essence of the
The
death
cats?
cheetahs.
Yes. Okay. But then that would open it up to where you could still stealth through the lasers.
You've got to go push the button on the other side of the door to turn the lasers off for me.
I'm like, man, I'm gonna knock that base over.
I just really want to push that over.
Just mocking me this whole
So
week.
does everyone got to go through when you're on the other side for the button?
Maybe the button. I mean,
Turns
we
off a
we
lot.
established how it works. It's one at a time. Maybe it's not on a schedule, like I said. It has to also correlate with the schedule.
I just wonder, should everyone be ready to go through the lasers?
Yeah.
I think you guys are ready.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
are bones impervious to really bad smells? Because you guys got to get past the cheetahs too, right?
Do you know?
Or,
Wait,
Oh,
you're gonna knock
you
the
are
base
you
over.
successfully
so
knocked it up.
that's changed. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
We
know
have-
if that was canon.
We
or not.
We have
changed it
finished.
to...
We have finished your scene retroactively.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she went to deactivate the cheetahs,
Yes.
and she did that.
And she did that.
So the cheetahs are off the table.
Right. And
Okay.
so now it'll be your task to stealth through the lasers.
Then I think we already kind of established what the plan was, to like gas it up and like squeeze between them, and like if I happen to touch one, it's not as harmful in gas form.
Okay, does someone want to establish that Gas Man is the best at lasers? I mean, stealth.
They don't call him silent but deadly for nothing. He once took out 36 armed Girl Scouts with a single...
At a rally.
That was the Super Scout Squad. What do you mean? Don't downplay this.
They're super dangerous, I'm just saying.
But yeah, they were like super, but really they were just selling cookies that day.
But there were 30 of them, and it's hard to knock that many people out.
Sure, I didn't have a good reason for taking them out, but it was still an accomplishment. They're super-powered Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
No, they're strong. I wouldn't have messed with them.
No.
We
But
stole
you
so
did.
many
You
of them.
hand planted a lot of farts on those girls that day.
I mean, they didn't even see it coming.
You can have a great Daniel.
Yeah.
It turned from stealth to very aggressive stealth.
You were like,
So hold on. It wasn't he's so stealthy he snuck past a squad of Girl Scouts. He took out Girl Scouts with his
But they
stealth.
didn't know it was you. They
He did
didn't
it
see
silently.
it coming at all.
right, because they could have shot at you.
Right. They just 1 second they were
Somehow
conscious,
you got through
and then the
36 of them
next.
without a single shot fired.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know what they were armed with. I don't know if it was like
But-
cookie bullets. I don't know what these
They just didn't.
girls do.
They're like the magical girl trope, but it's like an army of them. They all have like magic wands and stuff.
Not a single one even got to transform that day.
You got 3 dice, and I got 2.
I rolled a 1 and 2 2s.
Oh!
I might also need to be a legend.
So I got 3 dice now, no matter what, I think.
Okay.
Right now, he's not making it through the lasers.
Right.
All that talk was just hot air.
So you want to do another
You
anecdote
really
and
gassed
make him
us up
into
for
a
that
legend?
one, SVD.
So that thing you just did, do it again.
Right.
But, I mean, the Girl Scouts were one thing, but remember that time when...
We're taking away your stealth. You're the worst. Do you remember that
Bad
time you
rolls
didn't
are
get
a
past
thing.
the lasers?
Scar.
Bad rules are a thing.
Right,
This is
yeah.
why we need legend status. Guys.
Remember when he stole a Cyclops' eye without it noticing?
Oh yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
He just like flowed in as a cloud of glass. Cloud of glass.
Ooh, that would be really scary.
Cloud of gas. There we go. And like the Cyclops was asleep, and he didn't do anything to disturb the Cyclops. Like
We didn't
And
need
it's
it
weird, like their
either.
sense of smell is, because like their vision's not great.
right.
They should have smelled him.
They really should have.
Maybe it like lulled him more into sleep.
So this is the legend called Silent Night.
Ooh.
Cyclops is like smelly smells.
Write down your silent night.
That's my
I want
secret.
that.
That's how I knew it would work.
Guys, I want a legend.
Legend, bro.
Can you legend me, please?
Legend me, bro.
So a legend doesn't have to be directly related to their stat. Like it doesn't have to be a stealth thing.
Oh, it doesn't
I
have
see
to
what
be-
you did there. It's Christmas themed.
Yes.
We
Okay, now reroll
every
with
one of us got that before you said it, Josh.
4 dice.
Sorry, we're recording this in November, so I forget it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Cutting that bit out.
No,
It is definitely December during the holiday times.
I got a 6, another 1, a 2, and a 4.
A 2.
So a 6.
6. I think I had a 7 before. A 7 and a 5 before I increased the danger roll.
I suck.
So.
Are you gonna use grit?
Can't use grit after.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. You have to.
I'm gonna roll all the dice.
Did I just take
You can only
a
get
stab
one.
at it?
Yeah.
Man, these lasers are hotter than I thought.
If only there were a button to disable them that I could have pressed.
Man, Son of the Deadly, why are you just trying to strong arm it?
Today I'm
I
deadly
thought that I could just,
for
like-
the team.
I thought I could just walk through. I didn't think I'd have to be so finesseful.
You just keep phasing back to like your body midway through.
Oh,
You're just really distracted today. Like, what's on your mind, SVD?
I'm just thinking about Silent Night.
Thinking about that. You need to be thinking about that island that you can get when we get this done.
Yeah, stay focused, man.
Get the fuck away from me. I can smell you from here. I'm down the hall.
I can smell you through the lasers.
Yeah, we need a contact into that can get us into the space station. I think Red Mike might be able to help us with that.
Oh, no, that's done.
Oh, the batteries!
Can I plug this in? Oh yeah, there's a charger. I got this.
Convenient, like outlet
I just,
with
like,
a cord.
There's a USB port.
Okay, so I think my the danger roll goes up. So it's at 4 now, I think.
It's high voltage at this point.
Because I don't think I count the first one you rolled since you re-roll it, I think.
So it went from 2 to
4, because you lost. One of my dice was higher than one of yours. That's what a failure means.
Okay, so you got 1 from the failure and 1 from the one of the ones.
Yeah.
Okay. And do I take a stamina hit?
No,
No.
I don't believe so.
What's the stamina about?
Stamina is when you can do other things. When you do something stupid or...
I mean, straight through the lasers.
But it's
Yeah.
not this.
I just love how it's like, why can I not get... I like physically should be able to get through these quite easily. What is happening?
I think maybe you make it through the lasers, but they're not just danger lasers. They are sounding an alarm. Like, guards now are coming to your place.
So it's like, ooh, and but every was setting off.
Ooh, okay.
There's a hero coming through. So I guess you probably...
Oh yeah, we're the bad guys.
Maybe you turn it off and everyone else gets on the other side. So everyone's made it across the other side of the lasers. The cheetahs are deactivated.
Okay.
You're on the other side.
Guys, these lasers hurt. Hurry up, get down this hall.
But then someone comes at the end of the hall. You see someone and he goes, "Hey, what are you guys doing here?"
All right. Thank you for joining us for part 2 of this double issue 3-part Christmas special. Remember, part 3 is out tomorrow. Make sure to come back and enjoy that as well. Remember to tweet at the show and talk about us online. It really helps us out. We need your support in order to get our word out about us and to keep making awesome shows. The songs today were Freeharmonics by the Freeharmonics Orchestra, We Wish You a Merry Christmas by the United States Marine Band, Fresh by BitBurner, Christmas Lights by TRG Banks, Holiday Gift by Engel, Make a Wish for Christmas by Rosevere. Those were found on the freemusicarchive.org. Go check them out for some awesome music. And then we also had Laser Pack by Kevin MacLeod. That was found on incomptech.com. Also want to remind you that if you enjoyed the sound effects in this show, go to thefreesound.com. They've got free sound effects. A lot of them are Creative Commons. So make sure to head over there and just check them out and support them as well. Full licensing information for this episode and all of our sounds can be found in the description. So check that out as well if you want to know where any of these songs came from. All right. Goodbye and happy holidays.
When is the 90s?
It's during that. It's on the 24th.
20 years ago now.
Wow, holy crap.
30
I
years
don't like
ago.
that.
The 90s was
Can you
20
believe
years ago.
the 90s?
Most of the 90s was more than 20 years.
Yeah.
Good amount of that.
Can you believe The Matrix is 20 years old?
When did that come out? Was it really?
It was 1999.
Almost. It's 19 years old.
Yeah. I mean,
It's pretty
close
close.
enough. I believe
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Can you believe
Can't-
Toy Story is 30 years old?
That's not.
Not quite.
That's not.
I can't quite believe it.
I don't believe it.
But
because-
mostly
Not
do
yet.
believe
Because I
that.
have-
Right? Yeah.
Can you believe the
Getting
movie
there.
Airplane is 40 years old?
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
I
that's
do
before
not
my
know.
time.
believe that.
Are you just saying things that are like
Can you
in
believe
ballpark range?
Casablanca is 50 years old?
I don't know.
I think it's
I
more
think I
than that.
can.
I thought it was more than that, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you believe World War I was 100 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That
That's about correct.
Holy crap.
That
Well,
is
if you don't
interesting,
quit
though.
blowing my mind.
Where
Can you
is
believe the movie Ants came out 20 years ago?
Yeah, I can believe that.
20, yeah.
Do you just know when everything came out? Because those all sound correct.
Yeah.
I'm always looking up dates.
You did
Yeah.
research
I'm just
beforehand,
really
just
good
in
at
case this
dates.
conversation came up.
What was that other thing you said you were good at a long time ago? Maps? I think
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like at a New
Maps.
Year's party. They told you were going to be like a mapologist or something. Very much not the word.
I don't remember this.
We were drinking. It was a party. I don't even remember what joke it was around it.
That's probably just making stuff up.
Probably were, like right now.
Man,
All those things are false.
this reminds me of a song.
What
Oh,
song is it?
Punchline.
it's 1999.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's not Prince, then I don't know it.
Yeah.
So